Hello, everyone. First thing I want to do is show you my shirt. Do you know where you might get a shirt like this? Anywhere? Do you have any idea? Huh? Any idea? No. TinyWhoop.com. This is where I got that shirt. And this shirt is nice and comfortable. It's real. It's that soft material. It's not velour, but it's soft. It just feels good on your body. And that's good for me because that's kind of how I shop. I go around the store touching everything, running my fingers on it, even pants. It's got to feel good before I'll even take it off to see if it fits good. I don't know about you, but that's how I shop. And my wife knows that, so she tends to do the same thing when she's, looking for a new shirt or something for me to wear. She'll go around touching it to see if it's up to my touch standards. Let me know how you shop, or those who shop for you shop. I've got a little attempt to save you some money if you're in the market for two particular products, and then something here at the end that, if you stick around, pretty exciting for me, but it's probably going to debut next week. First off is the Uzi 80. It's a 1S little quad, and it's a nice little flyer. I can't get my camera to focus. There we go. Camera finally focused on it. This UAV, that company, it's essentially a Happy Model product, and it runs 1S. Let's take a look at the flight footage from the review video. Of course, if you want all the gory details and all my thoughts about the Uzi 80, that is in the full review video, and I will link that down below, the link to this product. But the coupon code is also down there, and it'll save you 10%. So in this particular case, because I think it goes for $95 US, it saves you 10% off of that, so it should be $9.50. Hope you pick up an extra battery or two if that's what you need, or maybe some extra props. Remember, the one thing about this is that it has that super flexible frame, which, could mean that it actually works to protect the motor stems and the motors. I do suggest drilling out the props so you can get the props down to the hub. But that's a pretty good sample of that flight footage. Also, and this one I think is probably a little bit more exciting for some more people, all three versions of the HGLRC Petrel 120 are on sale. The 2S, the 4S, and the 6S are all on sale. 10% off. These are both very limited. So I think they're doing coupon codes for like 20 or 30 of these. So if you try it, it doesn't work, it's probably just because we missed out. It's a number limited. Also, it only runs through the end of May. So if you're looking for one of these, and the 2S version is coming from HGLRC. I had emailed them, and they emailed back that they would be sending that. And then there's some other discussion in there as well. They said it wasn't as fun. Well, it's like, let's give it a try. Let's see. Different fun, different places. This one was a little beast. Let's take a look at its flight footage from the review video as well. This runs 4S, the one I have. They call it the Pro version. The 2S version, of course, has got lower KV motors on it, but essentially I think everything else is the same. They may be even using the same all-in-one board. I need to check the specs on that, but of course there's a link and the coupon code that you need to use to get the 10% off down in the video description. This one was a lot of fun. The 4S was a lot of fun. I like some raw power, some raw speed sometimes when I'm out flying, and this certainly provides it. Now, I do think there are other faster 3-inch quads out there, but they're heavier and generally bigger. So in this package, in this size, in this format, this is a beast, which it comes from that Twig from Racer X sort of template. But you can save 10% with that coupon code down in the video description. And the last thing I have for you is, I kind of contemplated this. I've already recorded this video once, and I've stopped a couple times too, but I've got something coming out. You might remember the TKS. What did I just do with it? The TKS 75, which was a print frame that we did, 1S. We basically used Mobula 6 parts, put it on here, go out and fly it. Good fun. It's a frame that Kevin designed, and he's been flying. If you're active on Facebook and any of the groups, you've seen Kevin. My print came from Jack's 3D Printing. Jack is also doing the carbon cutting for some other TKS frames. One that is called the StarLord, which is this sort of shape right here. These are all not like this being sold. These are all, that's why I have them separate. So they've gotten a lot thicker, and the dimensions have changed slightly over time just to make sure the durability is there. And then we've got the 75 original. And no, those are the two we got. I've got another one over here, and I can't remember the name of it at the moment. But you can look at all these on Jack's 3D Printing on his site for all the carbon, and you can get prints, you can get kits that have mounting and stuff. But I'm going on here too long-winded. So the TKS 2S rocket, I think is what it's called, is coming out. Again, not my design, just I've just been flying it, trying to figure out what combination of parts that I liked on it. And I've actually got 2 of them here. And the reason why I'm mentioning is this, because if you're a micro guy, or if you're just someone who likes to fly over your lunch break, or you like to fly something close to your house that's relatively quiet, it doesn't really bother anyone. Matter of fact, in the review video, I think you're going to find you can hear my neighbor sitting on their back deck talking, as well as you can hear the quad flying, and they're further away. So that's how quiet it is. It's not silent, but it's very quiet. This allows you to duck out within a really small package and have some really good fun flight. But the parts are really going to be hard to get right now. We know we've got this chip shortage going on, and I actually ordered a couple of the Crazy Bee X boards, the boards that do 1 and 2S from AliExpress, and hopefully they'll be arriving in the next week or 2. But really that doesn't matter for me. I'm ordered those because I'd used my stock, but everybody's out of stock on the board except for Banggood and AliExpress. The motors as well, 1102 10,000 kV. Can't find them any of the stock in the warehouse. Maybe where you're at you can. Banggood, AliExpress are the only place that's got them. And I think if you're looking at this project, which I think you should, kind of the fastest way to get into it, and maybe the cheapest way, is to buy the UZ85. That was a Whoop. It's got the props, it's got the motors, it's got the board that you're going to need, and it's got a camera that you can use, and you can use the canopy right on this. The only things you'll need is like a rubber band, maybe some battery mat. I'm sorry, I've got that out of frame here. And the rubber band to hold your battery on, and some mounting screws. But this is a lot of fun. I've really been enjoying this combination. I should hold back. I shouldn't be saying too much. But if you want to prepare for that, buying the Uzi 85 is going to get you just about everything you need outside of the frame, which you can buy. You can buy this frame right now from Jack's 3D Printing. But the Uzi 85 has all the components to make the 2S one that I've been kind of working on. And I am running Emu Flight. I do have Blue Jay on there, and I'll provide you all the details in the full review video. Just a lot of fun. I don't want to ruin the review video, but that was one of my concerns. Actually, the boards and the motors is so hard to find. I actually made contact with Happy Model and asked them. They don't have any of the Crazy Bee X boards, the ones that do 1 and 2S, in stock to send me. They're waiting on their manufacturer to make more of them. We've got this worldwide chip shortage going on, and all these companies are vying for a lot of similar parts. So it seems as though we have to buy that Uzi 85 and then take all the parts off and put it on there. The Uzi 85, last I looked, was under $100. So typically the motors come in around $11 or $12. So that's, let's just say $45. The board itself is usually $48. So that puts you right up against that price of buying the Uzi 85 right now. And then you add a camera canopy to it. You might even be able to use some of the screws that come with that. So it seems as though the cost is there. It's effective to buy that and swap it over rather than trying to buy all the parts. But of course, if you have a Crazy Bee X board, or the Crazy Bee F4 Pro 3, version 3, and version 2 and version 2.2 will work as well. And I think the version 3 board, the F4 Pro version 3, is in stock in a few places. So yeah, I'm gone on way too much. I've got to stop talking about that. That's enough. That's all I have for you. I think, for those of you that saw the AliExpress video about Express LRS and how it was so cheap over there, I'm wondering if Banggood hasn't been reading those comments about how so many of you talked about how much you order from AliExpress and the stores you order from, and I really appreciate you enlightening me. I ordered from 2 different stores. They seems like they're on a flight here already, and so I'll have some of my own experience purchasing. I'm wondering if Banggood didn't, catch wind of all those comments. And they've been hitting me all week about, do you want to do a coupon for this and that? And a lot of the products I'm like, no, I don't. You know, these products, the 120 I really like. The Uzi 85, or excuse me, the Uzi 80 is pretty good. I asked for a coupon code for the Uzi 85, but they haven't gotten back to me yet. And I've asked for a few other coupons of products that I think will help save you some money. Because if they want to compete, fine. I'll let them compete. But it's going to save you money. It's going to cost them money, because that's what competition's about. If somebody else is selling it cheaper, if you want to compete, you got to get down to those prices, right? Right? All right. If you do have any comments, questions, suggestions, or otherwise, not about the 2S TKS rocket. That'll be coming up. But otherwise, leave those in the comment section below. I appreciate your time. And thanks for watching.